It's going to be a cracker. There's actually a piece there that I skipped with the old man. Actually, he was sitting there to fucking near his last days, eh? Oh, you are? Okay, I think we'll have to put this one in. So there were two little events with dear Roger as I reflect on this life of farming and how did I get here, which is right at the close of his life. The one event was really close to the end. I managed to get some time off to get to Krabo. That was very difficult. I moved from Krabo to Malmesbury. Difficult for the family, for Tina and the girls and myself, and very difficult for Dad because I wouldn't be there. I would always be there, but not there as just down the road. And I actually sat with him before the move and before he got sick and said, Dad, you know what? I have to do this. I have to take on this job. And I know it's going to be now because the mom chapter through the rehab had the two of us working very, very tightly together. There was a financial problem and money doesn't make the world go round, as everyone thinks. It's helpful, but it doesn't make it go round. So I was struggling with Dad to try and get him to get from the couch to a comfortable space in the bedroom. And yes, he was in a bad, foul mood because of this thing. I said no. And then he eventually broke down and said, listen here, please. I do not want to go and lie down in the room. I'm perfectly fine. I've got all my goedjies in front of me, which was pics of the family, his packet of smokes, good stuff. And that little bit of a Barney that we had, so I was more concerned with his comfort. And I only picked it up later that he knew that by the time he went to that room, that would be it, that would be the final. That only came out later when, what was her name? Elmarie. Sister Elmarie, great little rocket. Elmarie phoned me on the, I don't know, it was maybe the Monday. If I'd been there on the Thursday, Friday maybe. And said, nee, pa het nou besluit te gaan kamer toe. And it wasn't long thereafter that he just ticketed out. So that Friday event of having this bit of a tussle with each other, I accepted what his needs were to just be comfortable there in the lounge. And I had him on my shoulder, my heart, with his head facing up. And that reflection of your father, who's the strongest oak in the world, reduced here to basically a baby. Even though it was just his head, it was almost like holding a very, very small baby. And he just looked up at me and he said, you know what, my boy, I feel so safe with you. Beautiful moment. To then tussle off and sign out. No, it will come back to me now. Yeah, the other little piece there with Dad was we'd often reflect in that period of him getting sick and falling down and having a massive bloody wobble, back on the booze, nearly killed himself again. I managed to save him again, which was that was a hardcore event, with actually having to go on I think it was a Sunday, and I stood on the carpet because there was this. Dad wasn't there. The alcohol had grabbed him. He'd been on a binge for, I don't know, about a week. So I've removed car, removed the wallet, tossed out all the dope. And I think on the Wednesday, I popped in to see that now after I'd removed everything, that we're still trying to not have a toot. And what are we doing? We're sitting there having a dope. And I said to him, what the fuck? He said, yeah, but you took away my fucking car keys and my wallet and my everything. You think I'm doof, eh? Fucking Uber, China. So it was another one. No matter what the hell the plan was, I was definitely not in control. He was gonna take it, no matter what. The actual piece there of that lesson is sitting with Dad, okay, and he had these multiple pieces of a sickness that was excruciatingly painful. I don't know how the hell he did it. We nearly nuked him with what's his name, with morphine. Our doctor had actually said to me, Warwick, fuck it, we've got a sticky one here, eh? Because we hope his heart fucks up before the morphine takes him, or gangrene. And then ultimately it was the latter. So Dad, being a stubborn old goat, I don't know, he went through excruciating pain. His reflection on that was, listen, I have to pay for the sins of my life. And he must have had a seriously good one, because there was a lot of pain. But that's not the thing. The story was looking at this closing of his chapter, that he said, you know what, if we look and we have the ability, we often used to speak about this, if we have the ability to push stop and rewind to wherever the hell we want to, whether it's in this farming career, if it was, you know, before the citrus side of things and just focusing at Valley Green or Skipskop, wherever we were at an event, say you want to rewind it till you were 7 years old and then push play and then affect some changes to maybe be in a different space that you are now. And the honest question always, or the honest answer rather, always was, no, Dad, there's nothing that if we could rewind it, that I would change. And the reason there was, it's pretty straightforward, because if there was a change on a financial area, okay, maybe there would be more money, or there would be that farm that I could be the farm owner of, or whatever. But that would inherently change who I am, who Warwick is. And I said to him over and over, Dad, there's absolutely nothing that I would change, nothing, because the life experience that I've had from where we started, with those farms, with those developments, all those things, the gains, the failures, the whole lot, make me who I am today. And I'm actually quite happy with who I am. So therefore, there is no need to change anything. It would be nice, say there's a little bit more Tom in the old bank account and that sort of thing, but at the end of the day, back to that other one, you know, you've got to love yourself, be honest with yourself, and then hopefully that puts itself out with those that are around you, that you get the immense covering of love just with being who you are, the reality of it, the rawness of it, without any other slap-ons, you know, money or the car or the fucking holiday house or crap, all the shit. My Uncle Peter, he often looks at a boat. So you just put in the boat what you need in the boat, which is you. If the sail breaks, you're still there and you can use your hand to paddle, or you don't need anything else, because if you put too much stuff in your boat, if it does become a little bit unstable, the chances that you're going to swamp that vessel is pretty damn good. So keep it light, keep it simple. Granny Hope used to, that was her favorite one. Kiss. Keep it simple. Stupid. So yeah. Done.